Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my channel. I just thought I'd make some clusters first. We're doing an alphabet challenge and it's for C. So I thought we'd make a baggy cluster and a paperclip cluster. C is for cluster. So I'm going to make a baggy. Better do it the right way. Because sometimes I really don't know what I'm doing. I just put things together and hope for the best. And I hope you do too. Because if you start worrying about what you're doing, you'll never get nothing done. That's my opinion anyway. And I'm going to stick to it. I just do lots of layers. When I'm not sure. Most times I'm not sure. I'll just utilise what's on my desk. That seems to work for me. It mightn't work for everybody, but it does actually work for me. And as you can see, there's lots of layers in that, and there's lots of layers in that. And cheesecloth is your best friend. If you got it, use it. That's my opinion on cheesecloth. You can get it from the grocery store. And it makes for great embellishments. Now, I already got fabric sewn to that, but I still want cheesecloth because I want it to be peely. So I'm going to stick it on. And I don't care how. I just want it so I can fray at it. Then we need to ink. Half the time, those who know me know I can never find nothing on my desk. But that's okay. That's me. I've always been like that. Can't find nothing. But this is all about layering. Because I want clusters. I want clusters. And I'm just going to layer this any old how. Because I am. Before I put it down, I've got some of this. And I'm going to have to cut it because I stuck it together. I was going to use it as a pocket. But I don't want to waste it since I'm not using it as a pocket. So, before I put that down, or the board down, I am going to do this. And I'm going to put it on that side. Well, I was, but I might change my mind. Because I think I like the faded effect better. Doesn't look right though, does it? So we're going to do it like that anyway. Okay. I'm going to layer that down. And this is about not overthinking when you're doing a cluster. It really is. I don't think I like that. Whoops. I might get some of this. There's some already here. And I'm going to just stick that down. I'm not stressed. Like I said, I don't overthink my art at all. I just layer. And I am just layering. Layers on layers. And I might even put that on the edge there. Like I said, don't overthink it. Or it won't turn out the way you want it. Because that's what ends up happening. It won't turn out the way you want it. From overthinking. I might try and trim some of that off. And that's not going to do it. I can't rip it because it will just rip into my cheesecloth and I don't want that to happen. But I want it sort of tucked into that lace. But I want to fray this. I've got too much. Because you don't need too much. And those scraps, I normally keep them. Because that's what I do. And I just glue, still not overthinking, and layer. Layer on my baggie. And the picture is a bit dark. Now, if you want to get rid of that, I mean, it's a bit shiny. If you want to just ink it, and you can put clear gesso on it to get rid of that shine. I printed on photo paper, and that's why it is like it is. Now, I want to glue the rest of that down. Like I said, this is all about not overthinking and finding what's on my desk that will work for me. And something always pops out. So I want to find whatever there is here. And I'm going to put that down. Again, not overthinking what I want to do. I want to find a spot for it without it being a problem. I think I need it there though. I was just checking to see that we are in frame. I want a word, and there's lots of words here. I've got imagine. And I really darken the edges of the imagine. And it's where I want it. I've got to put it, and it's not dark enough. And there it is. There. And now I want a bit of bling. Oh, it's not bling, just a bit of metal, but I like it. And I'll find a spot for it. And I might put it there. Just try not to overthink and just layer. And pull out your fabric and stretch it up, which is what I haven't done here. I didn't iron it, and you don't have to iron it either. Because if you use your glue correctly, you can pull it up. What else can I add to this? Like I said, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. There'll be bits of stuff you can layer without it being a problem. And I like that bit of tatting on there. So I'm going to layer that there. And it sort of frames the picture. Oops. I'm sticking to the glue. And I'm going to use the rest of that. And I'm going to stick it here. Because I can. No, I put it like that. And normally what I do, I just bunch it up. Because you can too. It will bunch up if you fold into it with the glue. That's why I like fabric glue, because I can bunch things up, I can layer, I can do all sorts of things. That's if my nails don't stick to it. See, I'm sticking to it. And when I start sticking to it, that's when I bring it in on itself. And that's what I'm going to do. Because it will lift up without wrecking, because it's pretty wet glue. It's the 3-way glue. That wasn't a good call, was it? Because it is sticking to me. but I want it off the word because I don't want to hide the word. So there, then I'm going to find the button. A cute button I might like. Again, not being fussed what colour it is because there's no prominent colour in this. And I'm going to put it there. And the three-way glue actually does stick it down. I'm sticking to everything though. Just need something there. So that doesn't need a bit of metal. Like I said, I use what's on here. I am not going out to look for any embellishments or anything like that. I just stick on what I've got. And I'm only going to put half of this on. And I'm going to put it just there. Just on the tip of that lace there. So I'll move it up. And see there, it looks a bit blank. So that's when I go hunting for something else. And what am I going to hunt for? Whatever's on my desk. Because this is what the challenge is about. You know, you don't need to pull out more supplies or anything like that. Stamp. I've got a stamp here. So what I'm going to do... Oh, I mightn't do that. I was going to stamp it. But I decided to stick that over it. And bring it down a bit, maybe. And that's what I'm going to do. And again, you know, not even ever overthinking it. Just another layer. And one of those metal pieces, wherever it went, which is here. I tell you, I should wear my glasses, guys, because honestly, I can never see what I'm doing. And all because I don't wear my glasses. And sometimes you just got to hold it a bit longer than normal, the three-way glue, but it does stick it down. So there's our baggie. That can be stuck to a page and you've got a nice tuck by not overthinking that. Now the other thing I made was a clip. And with the clip, I'm going to use that as my base. But first of all, I'm going to get hard cardstock. Cut it in half. Again, look, I'm not overthinking, not over worrying whether it should be, because it will stay. Use fabric glue to keep it down, because that's what I normally do. But I'm going to use the three-way glue, and it'll work. And normally I just put it under a couple of books overnight if I haven't got time to. I'm going to take that bit off. Like I said, I'm not overthinking. This is about not overthinking. And I'm going to, just in case it's seen. Now normally I would sew around that, but I'm not going to for this video. And we're putting this aside where something can sit on it for a while, and which will be here. And that will stay put. Okie dokie. Now, there's the one I made with the clip. Again, not overthinking. I'm going to cut a bit of this away because I don't need it all. And I am going to just ink it at the back because I don't want my creativity to be seen as a mess. And again, I'm just going to layer. I'm just going to layer. And this is just basically cardstock. Not even that, it's file folder. Because I don't use cardstock, I use file folders. They are cheaper. You can get them from thrifting. It saves you a lot of money. Now, I've put it more to the side because I want to see that pattern. I'm going to layer this there somewhere because I want to see some more pattern. So if you've got punches, they're ideal for stuff like this. If you haven't used the doily, cheesecloth, where's my cheesecloth? If you can't find the cheesecloth, use what's on your desk. Because this is what this is all about. Use what's on your desk. And that's what I try to do. Even though I wouldn't mind some cheesecloth for this, because I think it'd look better. I know I've got some. I don't want that because it's just a little bit too thick, so I might use some of this. It's a top. And you see how I'm not stressing the whole business out of what to layer, what to do, because this is not what this is about. This is about producing from your scraps. And we're going by the word cluster. C for cluster. So I like the scraggly bits hanging. So I'm just going to layer again over it. Like I said, not overthinking. This is not what this is about. I don't want to overthink my project. Now again, I'm going to go hunt. I need words. I need the people. I want some cheesecloth, which I found without too much issues, not normal. That can stay like that for now. And I want a little taggy. Like I said, I don't want to overthink my projects because I get a headache and I don't produce. Where if I just go by what's on my desk, I might be able to produce something. This looks good. I like. Like I said, no mass producing, just doing what I like best is junking. I want a bit of lace up there, so I might, has this been hacked into? It has. So I'm gonna, what I like about this, it's got this nice, neat, frayed look. I mean, nice tattooing look. And it was just sitting there. And I'm not going to make use of it all the time because I use tops and that. But all this is thrift store bought. I'm going to ink it to give it a vintage look. Like I said, don't overthink. just layer. And I'm going to layer this. Again, not overthinking. I'll just make sure that's stuck down because it isn't. Where's my people? Ah. I'm just trying not to overthink things because you know when I overthink things, I don't get nothing done. And this shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes to do a few embellishments. You know, like at least 3 embellishments from the scraps from your desk. Now I'll glue it some more. But there was something I really wanted to use with this. And I want to put that there. Like I said, don't overthink it, just layer. Actually, I might lay the people first. Because that's what I want to do. And then I want to lift that. Because that will, oh, I won't even bother. Because I'll just fray. And underneath the people, I'm going to put some more glue. You can use a glue gun. I just haven't bothered. And now, I want to get me taggy. And the sponge just fell somewhere. Oh, dear, 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 dear. And I can't see where it's fallen, but it doesn't matter. This doesn't need it because it already has glue. I mean, ink. Oh, golly gosh. I want it that way too. And then it's deciding what I want to put there. There's all sorts of scrappy bits and everything here, so it's not like there isn't. Now I do need my inker. I found this. I prefer my makeup sponge. It just works better. Beautiful. I did want, but maybe I might forget about it. I'll forget about it. And I want a nice word. And this is where now you start pressing things down so they hold. And we need a nice word. Oh, I've just seen adventure. I wonder if that will work. No. Laugh. Believe. Maybe the word I need. And just really ink it well. Don't be like me. Don't, you know, you're not able to find your things. But don't, like I said, don't overthink. Don't overthink or you'll never get creative. Just layer. Layer what's on your desk. Use what's on your desk. Now I need some of that. I actually want bling this time. I want some of this stuff on my butterfly. I'm just going to do a small piece. And I'll just put it there because I want a little bit of blingy on it. Oops. Long nails sometimes don't do you much good, I tell you, when you're laying things. But anyway, you can always give it a go and see if it works. Now I want something for there. I wanted a blingy one, but maybe I haven't got it. I have, I just don't know where they are. They'll be here somewhere. They'll be on my desk. Because me, I'm hopeless on my desk. There's so much stuff. And that's how I like it. I mightn't be able to find things straight away, but you know what? I find that I certainly get creative with what's on my desk. Now, that should be dry by now. And there's our paper clip. Clusters, guys. Clusters, that's what we've created. Clustered. Clusters. C4 clusters. Oh, see what I done? See what I done. I bet you missed that. I was gluing the wrong end. Now, this is where you need paper wipes. Wipes. Good old wipes will wipe away glue. I nearly bagged it up. Just wipe away the glue. There you go. Gone. Okay, let's do it again. It's got to be on this side. Don't you think I'm funny? I muck up all the time. But normally, yeah, use your glue gun if you got one. If you haven't, like I said, I don't use my glue gun. I just use fabric glue. And I put that in the middle of it. And then I will put some book pages on that till it dries. Or I'll hold it for a few minutes. But we've got some fraying to do while it's drying. I always forget to fray. I'm always meant to go back to do it. So this is good. I'm doing it now. And there you go. Look how creative you've gotten. So I'll move these out of the way. Just by using your scraps you've created. We need a journal. Let's get a journal. We've created, not that we're using this journal, because we're not, but we're going to, I'm going to show you what it's like, what it looks like clipped in. Well, there it is there. So that's that one. Your super duper baggie can go there, which you've got a tuck in there, and you've actually got a tuck in there. So that's your baggie, and you've got a little bit of stuff poking out. The ones I created offline, there it is there. And then you've got the cute little baggie, and you've got stuff hanging out. So there's your inside of the bag and the back of the bag. And there you go. I need to get rid of that. So inside your bag, behind your bag. And that's what you created. So what we've created is, believe me, this was half an hour, I think, doing the total. There's my clips. My clustered clips and my clustered baggies. And all done in no time. If you haven't got stuff like this, get your, I'll move that out of the way. Get your ink pad, get your stamp, and get these. Just make up your own. Make up your own words. Cut them out of magazines. But this is how I would do this. I prefer my makeup sponges. It really covers well. And then what I do, I stamp. Look at this. And you've created basically something similar to what I've got there. This is not dark ink. You can use dark ink. Then you layer on it. Get a word. If you haven't got a word, again, a simple technique for not having a word is, again, just get your ink pad and what shall we use? There. And then your ink, well, cut it to size to start with. So you don't need digital cats if you can't afford them. If you can, ideal, you know, because you always got them. So you just get inking well. Find something else to lay on there. You might want to lay a bit of lace. And this is for my top. Always remember, half my stuff is from clothing. And layer. And then just keep layering. Build downwards if you can't build upwards. Book pages. This will start you off, you know, and layer. Layer laces. Layer whatever you got. I like this sort of stuff hanging. Cheesecloth. Get a punch or just rip. Like, having one of these scissors is ideal. Look. And you've just created a bit of dimension to this layer. Just from utilising your scraps, you're starting to create and layer. And something with colour. I did have something with colour, but I moved it all aside. Hang on a second. I thought I had some scrappies. I'm going to put that aside. Oh well, we can use this. I don't overthink things, you know. Like when you start overthinking, this is when you create problems for yourself. So don't overthink. Now maybe I might want to lay her down. That's a cutout. And then I might want to put a bit, I don't know, find some lace. A word. I think the word should be in a different colour so it pops out. There's another girl here that might be better. It's all cutouts. And just keep layering. Just keep layering. And it's amazing what you can create. And this then can be attached either to a bag, whatever it may be. But see how you can build from nowhere and get creative. But I think that should be in another colour. So, I'm sure. So I've got a word there. See how it pops out now? So get creative. Use your scraps on your desk and start layering and layering and gluing and layering. Glue guns are good. If I was layering something like this that's thin, I would stick it down with just a glue stick with 3-in-1 glue. But thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. I might do that offline so you can see what I actually done. But like I said, I've created 4 items in 35 minutes. Thank you, everybody. See you next time. Bye for now.